Harry Potter week. Go to jollyrogerukulele.com, and that has all the sheet music that we need, and daily schedule and all that good stuff. I'm going there right now to post the link to our session here today, and it is 1:04, so we will start here in just a minute or two. So if you want to fast forward a minute or two, you'll be fine. I don't know what happened to the last 3 minutes. Just vanished on me. All right, let me pull up my copy of today's activity. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so it should work. So the link should be working now. Let's go double check it. Download ukulele. Click, and it opens up to Harry Potter Part 3. Ready to go. Valerie is in already. Sound is still good. Laurel's in. 6 of you guys are in. Cindy's here. Howdy. Let's see. How do I think witches say hi, don't they? They don't say anything fancy. Let me go into my light. No, I gotta go into storage. I gotta go into ukulele. That's where I'm at. Hogwarts. That's what I'm looking for. Hogwarts medley. Here we go. 4 pages. 4 pages of Harry Potter. Where does part 3 start? All right. Measure 73. All right. Let's see. Jackie, welcome in. Are you with your mom? Is she ready for the whole shebang? Let's see. Elizabeth is here. Hi, Elizabeth. Good to see you, Sandy. Afternoon. Listen, Sandy's working in her garden today, and she's keeping an eye on us while she's getting her garden put to sleep for the winter. Let's see, Vic. A beginning ukulele was very helpful. I can reach center notation for melody, but I can't do strumming right. Everybody can do strumming right. Everybody can. You got to stop thinking about it as being part of the melody and part of the song. It's part of the drum, right? Just remember, when you are a strummer, you are also the drummer. Dong, dong, dong. No matter how fancy you do over here, it's still 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And so when you're a strummer, you're the drummer. You are not part of the melody. You are not part. That's why rap music exists. Is they took the words and the beat, pulled those over here and said, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of harmony and melody. And so remember, when you're a strummer, you're a drummer, not a melody person. Hey, Rita, in from Chicago. Cindy, Western witches say howdy. them their cowboy witches say howdy. Gary and Diane are ready to go. Jackie's in from North Padre Island. She's vacationing, or I don't know what she's doing in Padre Island. Picking fights, I think. I mentioned years ago I went to Padre Island. It was in the summertime, which is not the right time to go to Padre Island, but it was. They were having a speech and debate camp there, and I was a speech and debate coach back in the day. And we all went down there, and we were all like, there was supposed to be this contingency of coaches from New Mexico when I was teaching down there went down, but I was the only boy. So I was in this other part of the I don't know, I can't remember if it was a hotel or a dorm or where we were staying, but I was like, well, so at night I'd be like, well, they'd be like, we're gonna go out drinking, and I don't drink, so I'm like, I'm just gonna stay in. It was a very iffy trip, let's put it that way. And I don't really trust the beach. It seems suspiciously dangerous, so not my thing. Evelyn, Welcome back. Amy, how smoky is it out there today? Let's see. It looks terrible. What does science say? Let's find out. Science says it is. I like it. There's this little pause. 87, which it says is moderate. So I guess it looks a lot worse than maybe it is. Patty's here today. Marianne, ready for Hogwarts. It's a challenging piece. Okay. Yeah. So no, you guys, the fact that we're working on this is ridiculous. This is not the kind of thing that you're supposed to be. And ukulele is supposed to be somewhere over the rainbow, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Look at what you're doing to yourself. Time to get focused, Diane. Vicky, ready for Hogwarts. Manette, hello, Manette. Welcome in. She's also up in Chicago. Jacqueline says mainly H. I don't know what that means. Spending time with mom and bodyboarding. All right. Okay. Not to cast a pall on what you're doing there, Jacqueline, but they keep showing images of people bodyboarding or surfing or whatever, and then a shark swims under them. So I'm just saying, I've seen that on the news. Linda, back for Harry Potter. Just print out pages 3 or 4. Save the trees. Okay. So Harry Potter, you guys have gotten 3 separate editions of it. If I remember right, there's actually 4 separate songs in here. So the opening section goes to about measure 8, right? Ba-dum, 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 da-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. I think it's basically the main theme of Hedwig. I think that's the Hedwig part. Then Harry's Wonderful World starts at measure 8. Da, dun, dun, da, dun, 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 dun. A really, really very pleasant little section through there. And then it gets kind of weird and creepy around measure 26. And then super weird and creepy from 33 to 36. That's probably in my mind the hardest part to play, honestly, because you're playing A flat, which is not a very common chord that we run into. Then remember at 37, you're going to have the 3 beats of percussion. You get to decide what that looks like and sounds like. So you're practicing your percussion on your instrument. Then from measure 38, this was yesterday's lesson. This I call it part 2, but it really feels like about part 4. Through measure 72 is its own section. Bum 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 bum. And what you're looking for there is a very distinct contrast from the beginning section. The beginning section got it arranged higher up the neck, and then that section lower down on the neck. And with ukulele, sometimes if you go up here, you end up having to deal with the fact that you're not allowed to go up here. And when you arrange it down here, sometimes it falls off the end of the ukulele and you run out of notes. So you end up making some choices as we go through that. Today's lesson is a lot more open chords, pretty standard issue hand shapes that we're going to be dealing with. And the problem with this section is it's in 4/4 and it's supposed to be slow, but you're going to have this tendency to play it fast. We had a debate when we did this in orchestra. Should we do it fast? Should we do it slow? I said we should do it fast. I was outvoted, so we did it slow. And so you've got some options here, and we'll walk through everything and make sure you're set up. And then, boy, do we have a lot of stuff to talk about for tomorrow. So, hey, Clay, welcome in. So let's start at measure 73. Okay. All right. Okay. You're going now. I have it. I think it's going to make the most sense to plug it. I think, but it might be. You might try strumming it as well. and you're going to be moving all over the place. There's no way around it. You've got this F minor, which has no business whatsoever hanging around in this song. I have no idea why this even works. If I was composing this song, it wouldn't have even crossed my mind that you should put an F minor next to an E minor. It's just so weird that it's even there. But you're going to go from there back to, and then you got to get the dun, dun. So you're probably going to want to end up with your index finger on that 1, so then you can slide it up and get the 2. The problem is your index finger has also been pretty necessary up over here for the F minor. So my thought, let's try E minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, another E minor, slide it back 1, slide it up to the 2, go grab your F minor, then any finger on the 2, get the 1 on that, and then slide it up to the E minor, and then hit the 3 again, and then measure 75, A minor, pinky on 4, follow our rule, E minor, middle finger up, and then E flat has become a bit of a joke lately. We had somebody on Monday night really complain about E flat. So here it is again. It doesn't sound right. It really doesn't. But you'll see when in context, they want this really weird moment to go back into the main idea. So when you're coming out of 16, let's go all the way back to 73. Let's just play into that E flat, and you'll see it doesn't sound right. And the purpose is weird. Dun, 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 dun is what it's really, that's really the purpose of that chord there. So actually, let's start at 73. Let's play through the, hey, Terry, welcome in. Let's play from 73, from just the beginning of the section. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That doesn't that sound cool? It's like it doesn't belong there, but that's that B flat. It's like wham, and then go right back into your E minor at 73. G minor, pinky up on 5, and we talked about yesterday. I want you to do it with a regular G minor shape and your pinky up here. But if you have to do index, middle, and ring, yeah, it's okay. Okay, probably not as fast, but it's okay. Play that. You hear that? That note sounds awesome. 3, 2. F minor. Hit the 1 again. Another F minor. 2, 1. Slide up to that E minor. Open your middle finger. Put it back down. Okay, now when you hit that 0-3, it's unfortunate because we run out of notes on the ukulele. If you've got a low G, you're fine. Really nail that low G. But if you're a high G, you may want to skip the 0 and just play the 3 by itself. Wham. I don't know. That it's just a cool note. E flat there. Because it's going to kick you again back up into the next idea. So that both of those E flats at the end of 76 and the end of 80 are designed to create a weirdness to kick you back into the main idea. I would say if I'm on high G, probably not going to play that 0 on measure 80. I'm going to play the E minor, just the 3 by itself, and then I'm going to go back in at 81. So let's go on to 81. Let's keep trying. Okay, so it's the same as the beginning. And then you have a new chord here, 03, B flat minor. Is the bar here, bar on 1, ring here. Okay, all it is your A minor, but you're sliding it up 1 to get a B minor. Doesn't belong here, but it's going to sound awesome. Again, really emphasizing the B flat, creating a weirdness. Then we move into page 4. G minor with the 5, F minor, 1, F minor again, and then an E minor, C minor, again, crazy chord. What is that doing there? And then you're going to go back to B7, which is you're going from this C minor, right? Bar goes back, middle finger comes on. Okay, doesn't belong there at all. It's supposed to be super harsh. And then you got these 16th note runs. Again, I will tell you, there's nothing I love more than an advanced ukulele player in life. I say in public out loud to people, but it's also, they are a hilarious little group because they say, yep, we can do it. We can absolutely do it. No problem. We can always do it. Don't worry. We'll get it done. It is not possible to play this next piece in time. Okay. 2032 E minor. Okay, so your goal to play those as fast as you can. When we play tomorrow, we'll probably half time them. Doesn't that sound fun? And then go to your E minor again at measure 89. Now we have a new idea, A minor instead of what we've been going to F minor. Now we're going to go to A minor. Whatever finger on top and something on 3. 2, 1. Up to the E minor. Again. Hit the 3. A minor. Pinky. Measure 92 has the E minor. We already did this idea again. Okay, and again, it's supposed to sound weird. Doesn't really belong there. And then one last time through this, E minor again. Slide back, slide up, G minor with your pinky. 3, 2. F minor. 1. F minor again. 2, 1. Slide up, E minor. Open. E minor. B7. Bwom, bwom. And now this is the part that we never could get right in our orchestra. We never could. Okay, these are eighth note triplets, so this is real fast. Bum, 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 blink. Okay, that's what you're looking for. You're going to hold an A minor through. You're not going to change anything in your left hand, but you're going to go thumb, index, middle, ring. And you're going to do that 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, bum, 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 bum. Okay, so that's how we're going to try to get this. Okay, so I want you to play with me on 97. All you're doing is holding an A minor, not a hard chord, but you're going to do thumb, index, middle, ring. Repeat. Thumb, index, middle, ring. 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 That's your plan, is to do that. Now, brief commercial message here. Stop everything you're doing. Look me in the eye. The reason that you can do this is because you have been studying your arpeggios in the world famous jumping flute arpeggiator, right? You have figured out that having control over all of these fingers in crazy patterns is a good thing. And if you have not figured that out, then this is the time for me to remind you it's a good thing. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No run-of-the-mill ukulele players are doing that. All of us that are at this more that this we're trying to turn this instrument into a thing, that's an important skill. Like it's valuable to be able to pluck out these arpeggio patterns, because you're going to use those when you sing. You're going to be putting cool arpeggio patterns under there. When you go to the strum along and we're all doing, blowing in the wind, we're going to be, instead of blowing in the wind, we're going to be blowing in the wind and doing all sorts of fancy stuff like this. And so that the arpeggio book that everybody, like, I don't know, Gary talks about all the time. He seems oddly obsessed by them. That's what's going to make you, when you get to something like this, you're like, oh, that's no big deal. I got that. Okay. The harder part of this is that, we tend to want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, right? But now we got to do 1, 2, 3, and then start again, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do that 4 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I will tell you, hopefully you're spending it once in a while, you're wandering through YouTube and you're looking for inspiration of other players that are really good. And you eventually will get kind of tired of somewhere, you'll get a little over that. What I find that I have never ever quite got beyond is watching the great classical guitarists. And you don't even have to look very deep into YouTube. In the front page of YouTube, you type classical guitar and just watch what they're doing with their right hand. It's simply breathtaking to watch how independent and automatic all that happens. It's years and years of practice, of course, but it is a thing. And these days, as we're getting more and more higher level ukulele players posting stuff on YouTube, we're seeing more and more of that activity. And so it's important that a studio by Tarega is Lynn's reminder. That's exactly what we were working on that piece. And so this arpeggio business is a big deal. Here it is, waiting for you to be successful and to turn this into this really beautiful ending piece of the piece you're about to play. And I think we never could quite get this in orchestra, and I'm positive the reason is that we were getting thumb players. You can do it, but you're probably going to fail, because your thumb is going to, getting your thumb back up here to do it is it's harder to do than you'd think. But if you attack it with a claw and you train your fingers properly just to do that pattern, you got a lot more likely to be successful. So let's go from 97. We didn't really talk about 99, but when you get to 99, you're like, okay, phew. Give yourself a big thumb strum at the beginning of 99, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the coolest part of this song, promising you, if you do it right, you will think you're all that. 12th fret, mini bar. Don't touch this top string. Okay, I guess you could, but you don't want to. Okay, how often do we get to play all 3 12s? Okay, blink. That sounds exactly like what a Harry Potter ending should be, right? Okay. He just killed Voldemort. All right. I'm so dumb. Let's play from 73 to the end. All right. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. And I'm going to do thumb. I'm going to do thumb through that section, not at the end, but through the main part of it. Try also this tonight, plucking, and see what you come up with. 1, 2, oh. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. you might play all 12, all 4/12s. Then it's a G minor or A minor seventh, I think. Yeah, A minor seventh. That'll be nice. All right. So, how are we doing on time? We're doing fine. Let's play it one more time, just that section. By the way, if you're thinking this is kind of hard, you've arrived. Okay. If you're thinking I don't know what he's doing, and then maybe you're not quite ready. Yeah, let's give it a try. From the top, just the right amount of challenge. Just the right amount of challenge. Not too hard, not too soft, not too big, not too small, not too hot, not too cold. Perfect challenge. From the top. One or from not the top, 73. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's what we got. Questions, comments, concerns, or thoughts? um, how are we doing on time? You want to play the whole thing? Should we play from the top, nice and slow? See how we do. um, to remember, tomorrow we're going to have this. We got this for 2 weeks now, right? So we've got it for tomorrow for the concert, and then all next week we'll leave it laying around. So you're playing really complex adult level type music, and so hopefully it's giving you just the right amount of challenge, as Laurel says. I know right now you're all busy, but why don't we play the whole thing? Let's see what happens. Just give you one last chance to run through all of the different pieces and parts. So go up to measure 1. Valerie says, I'm very excited about this piece. One of my students just asked for a Harry Potter piece. Oh, very nice. Very nice, right? So this is, I don't even remember how I ended up getting this started. It's been several years ago that we started this, but I think it's sort of a conglomeration of this and that and all the things. And there's lots of music in Harry Potter, but it all keeps rolling around these same basic themes. And so should be a piece that one make you feel pretty cool to have this piece in your repertoire. But it is legit classical music in my mind, even though it's a popular piece for a movie. This is not at all. And none of these chords in here are they revolve mostly around E minor and A minor, but he keeps throwing in weird stuff. You're like, that doesn't belong there, and it sounds so cool. It sounds very much like that mysterious witchcraft that we're looking for. So, all right, remember, and to get started, you got this E minor, bar on 7, finger on 9. Let's start from the very top. We're going to go nice and slow. One last review of it, and then I will send you off to study on your own for the night. 1, 2. I didn't too many of those. Bang, bang, bang. Grab your E minor. Sort of. Sort of. uh, how are you playing out there, peeps? I'm not hearing from you. You must be, uh, uh, maybe you're switching through channels on your television. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, questions, comments, concerns. Otherwise, that's enough for today, right? So it gives you 9 minutes to practice of unsupervised practice today. But briefly, while you're busy typing in how much you are uh, killing this song, I would say tomorrow we have a concert, and tomorrow we're going to play this thing. We might end up playing this thing a couple times through, so come as prepared as you can for it. Also, we have Make a Better Bar, right? Always be warming up with that one. The arpeggio tomorrow is E flat major. You want to take a look at that. All I will tell you about E flat major is you want to respect your rests. Respect the rests. That's my tip for you on E flat major. It's actually a pretty cool one. I listened to it a little bit ago. Harry Potter medley. We'll also wrap up Flapper Week from last week. So you'll have your ukulele. Tonight You Belong to Me. If You Knew Susie. Ain't We Got Fun? And Yes, We Have No Bananas. So we will then put the rest of those Tin Pan Alley tunes to bed and send them down the river. The following week, at least initially, my thinking is that it looks like, based on the way my other music is flowing, that I'm going to end up with some folk music. And I have to tell you, there's some part of me that just wants to be like, oh God, I hate folk music so much. But it looks like I might have a Bob Dylan. I might have a Peter, Paul, and Mary. I might have, so I'm thinking I got to do two of those anyway. So I may end up with a week of folk music next week. So you can grow your beards out and wear sandals. And I think that's probably where we're going to be working next week. Jennifer sent me a note. She says, I know you don't like jazz, and which is not true. It's just, it's, I like some of it, right? And, but with folk music, I can tell you, I pretty much, I spent too many years in ukulele to really like it anymore. So we'll we'll squish some of it in there for you tomorrow. I think that's what we're doing next week. I think, and we'll make it good. We'll make it fine. Let's see. Very excited about this. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay. Still pull out the high G part to play. You know what? Honestly, just play the. You can absolutely just play the melody on that M1 as well. It's way more fun. It's way more fun to play the melody on that type of music than I don't know why. I love the fact that we can just take a piece like that and just play the melody and have fun. The other nice thing, grab the MP3 and play just the melody. Then you're having to play in time instead of how Gary is managing to clunk his way through it, right? Just grab the melody and play through it, listening to the MP3. You'll be amazed at how fast it goes by and what a challenge just playing the melody is. Let's see, Measure 100 would sound nice as harmonics. Absolutely. Yeah, Clay's idea is super smart, right? We're doing this. You could take this and just put your barely touch the 12th fret, right? And just do that. Absolutely. Super smart idea, Clay. Knock it out. I love that idea. Cindy, how do you do harmonics? Let me talk about that. I thought so too, Clay. All right. So harmonics, natural harmonics only, guys. There's artificial ones too, but natural ones, you barely touch the string here, barely touch it. It's got to be right above the 12th fret, not the middle of the fret, but the fret bar. So right, your bar is on the front of the 12th fret. Your finger barely touches it. You're going to pluck it and at the same time pull this off. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Second one. Let me see if I can hold it up here. Okay, third string. And fourth string. Okay, those of you with banjolailies, you have to know how to do that because that's how you tell it where to set the bridge. Okay, so then when we're going to do all four of them, okay, I don't know how much that's going through your microphone. Okay, so just barely touching right above 12, strumming and pulling up. Yeah, it's really beautiful. They're really, that's a very advanced skill, by the way. Melody is pretty easy now. Easy now. Yay, Jackie. Only a melody from last year since they don't have the printer. Oh, okay. Now, I didn't really change. I changed some of the chords from last year or the year before, whenever we did this. But basically, yeah, it's the same thing. Melody, I don't think changed at all. Joan Baez, Black, Black, Black. Okay, all right. Joan Baez. See, makes me mad just thinking about it. Linda, good to see you. Jazz standards, please. Minette, I would I would load you guys up with jazz standards if I felt like that it wasn't rude. Right? Timpanelli and jazz, that's kind of really all I want. That's where jazz standards, not modern jazz. Modern jazz is not for me. But yeah, jazz standards, we will continue those will continue to come your way. I still really love doing those. Cindy, Cindy, cool, having fun. A great day. You guys have a wonderful day. I'm gonna pull the plug. You guys keep practicing. We got plenty of stuff to work on tomorrow. And then we'll see what the next couple weeks holds. So we got a few more weeks before we start Christmas. Oh my gosh, I should probably get started on cleaning up that stuff too, huh? All right, I'm taking a break. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. So no post Bob. There is probably a cutoff for jazz, right? Probably about 1952, something like that, somewhere around in there. So. All right, guys, keep playing. See you soon.